I'm going to remember for the rest of my life the man who announced Kenny Pickett to Steelers Nation is our guest right now, the Pro Football Hall of Famer, one of the greatest players in Steelers history, one of the greatest running backs in NFL history. The great Franco Harris is back with us on 93.7 The Fan. Franco, Andrew Filipponi, and Chris Muller, why were you so excited for the Kenny Pickett selection? Tell us.
Well, first of all, I couldn't believe that he was still available, and I earlier in the week I was asking people, hey, you think we can get Kenny? And they were saying, oh, he won't be available. There's no way he'd be available. And isn't it interesting how things worked out? He was available, and wow, was it exciting that we were able to get him.
Franco, did you know right when you saw the envelope and cracked it open, it looked on TV like maybe you knew right before then? When did you actually find out that they were picking Kenny Pickett?
Well, no, it was right then and there. Right when I was with Roger there. So
man,
that had to be a jolt going through your system when you saw that name. I mean, that had to be unbelievable.
We can hear it in your voice.
Well, it really was unbelievable, right? Because, as I said, no way would I think he would be available. And like I watched him play some.
Yep.
And like I said, wow, this, this kid's a player. I said, wow. And really didn't give it too much other thought. Didn't give it too much thought beyond that. And then when the draft was coming up, and I knew I was going to Vegas.
Mm-hmm.
As I mentioned, I just mentioned some people. Well, what about Kenny? And as I mentioned, they said, "Oh no, he won't be around. He won't be around." And man, I tell you what, sometimes things just fall into place. And with the 20th pick, well, we got a good one here.
I agree. Franco Harris with us. So, what do you think he does for the Steelers in 2022, Franco? What do you think should happen with Kenny Pickett for this football season? What's your take on that?
Wow. That's a tough one for me, and like I guess what I tell people is that really supporting and pushing for the kid.
Mm-hmm.
But as we know that things it's like it's a tough adjustment. It just doesn't happen, and it's many challenges for rookies, and so I'm telling people after the draft, I was saying, that this kid holds a lot of promise, and hopefully, and hopefully he's expecting a lot from himself, and like that's what it's going to be. What is he going to expect from himself, and then it's going to be the hard work and the preparation that's going to make the difference from here on out. Hard work and preparation.
And it's interesting, Franco, with Pickett to be so excited about the fact that they got him, they picked him, and yet almost you got to say pump the brakes, though. If you're a quarterback coming from college, this is a whole different ball game, literally, right?
Yes.
I mean, that's an interesting kind of line you've got to draw there.
Absolutely. But as I said, I'm hoping, that he's expecting good things from himself. That's important. It's going to be tough, but have those expectations that you can come in make the adjustments. There'll be some challenges. There'll be some setbacks, and you fight through that. And like I want him to just expect great things from himself, and a lot of that comes from preparation. So, you have to put the time and effort into it, which I'm sure he will.
Franco Harris with us. So you lived it. You were obviously an amazing running back, not a quarterback, but do you think that it's a...
They let me throw one pass.
Was it complete?
Heck no.
Do you think that he's better off from a learning and getting better perspective, Franco? Good idea to have him go right in week one. Let's see what happens. Take the good with the bad. Learn from your mistakes. Or does Franco Harris think it might be better for Kenny Pickett to watch at the beginning? Let Trubisky start, and we'll kind of work you in later in the year. Where do you come down on that debate, Franco?
Well, you know what? Since he was at Pitt, I'm sure the coaches watched him quite a bit.
Sure.
Just by being there. And if the kid's ready, he's ready. And like everybody knows, there's going to be the challenges, but the great ones work their ways through that.
What would be for you, if you were in the huddle with him at training camp and in the preseason, Franco, what would be the things, you said, if he's ready, he's ready. What would be the things you're looking for that would tell you that a quarterback is ready to play? What would you be looking for in him?
Well, his confidence in how he handles the huddle.
Okay.
And then everything comes with the decisions. Like myself, when I played in my first, regular season NFL football game, I did okay during the preseason, but the first regular season game, I was like a deer in headlights. Man, the pace, the violence, the attitude. Wow, was it a big difference. And so once you're able to make that adjustment, and it really took me 4 or 5 games to make that adjustment, but once I made the adjustment,
you did okay for yourself after
that.
I
would say things went.
You did all right.
Yes, things went pretty well.
But the first 4 or 5 games were tough, and just a big adjustment. But as I said, we all know that high school to college, big adjustment. College to pros, twice as big of an adjustment.
Hey, Franco, how did you feel to go to your position here, Steelers first-rounder last year's Najee Harris? How did you feel watching him, that he handled the adjustment from playing in college to going to the pros? What did you think of his rookie year, and what do you expect of him moving forward?
You know what? I was really impressed with his rookie year. Wow, is he a tough runner, and he really brings his game. And he's a great addition to our team. And I'm one of these guys that believes a running game could take a lot of pressure off the quarterback. And we need to have that running game. And there's no doubt that Najee, he brings it. He brings that running game.
Franco Harris with us. Franco, did you get more excited for the Pickett announcement or when you got to do Freiermuth last year? Did you get more into the Penn State guy or the Pitt guy? Everybody wants to know.
I'm not saying anything.
Hey, but you showed genuine enthusiasm. A Penn State guy for a Pitt guy.
That's because they're
going
to make it. They're becoming Pittsburgh Steelers. That's what matters.
I love it that, I love it that they're both Steelers. You know what I mean? Pitt and Penn State. Wow.
Yep.
How is that? so we're hoping that that'll be a great combination, right?
Well, Frymuth's got to be like young quarterback's best friend there, right? Safety valve, tight end. Hey, dump it off, get some yardage.
Yep. So, as I said, I'm thinking that's going to be, a chance to be a great combination.
Hey, Franco, I think it's good that the Raiders are in Vegas now because it didn't sound like you got booed that much by Raiders fans. They didn't seem like they were that ticked about the immaculate reception.
There were a few. There were a few, but that rivalry will always, always be there. And yeah, Phil Villapiano's coming into town tomorrow.
Is that right?
We'll have some fun.
Oh, good. Now, when you guys get together, do you address the elephant in the room, or do you talk about other stuff?
Heck yeah, we talk about the elephant in the room.
I would too if I were you. I love it. Hey, Franco, you have an open invitation. Anytime you want to get something off your chest or you want to promote something, you give us a call. We will put you right on the air. No wait. That's how much we care about you and love you. All right, buddy?
I appreciate that, guys. And, just once again, I'm going to say it. Man, you got me excited about that combination, Pitt-Penn State.
Oh, yeah. Now let's get that game again next fall. Let's get those two teams playing again.
No, like I'm talking about Kenny and Pat.
Oh, yes.
You know what I mean?
But I'd like to see Pitt play
I was
Penn
going to say,
State
let's
again,
do
Franco.
both.
I'd like to see that,
Let's
too.
have the connection for the Steelers and also get those two teams playing each other.
Oh, I would love that, too. You know what I mean?
Yeah. All right.
Man, we would love to get another win.
Oh, one more dig. Shots fired from Franco. Franco, you're such a good sport. That must have been a thrill to be there. Thank you so much for coming
Thanks,
on with
Franco.
us.
Okay, guys. Thanks a lot, guys.
Yep.
All right.
What a legend. What a legendary human.